So the easiest way to split them in half is to kind of put it on your thumb in this really controlled right here, controlled motion. And you're just stabilizing it with your fingers, and you can pull your fingers away at any time. But you just kind of press where you try to find the fault line, and it splits in half. Try it again. And it's easier sometimes if you clip the tip off. You can kind of see the fault line a little better. Oop, that one didn't work very well. There it goes. Okay, now that we have our 1 cup of almonds split down the center along their natural fault line, it's time to melt the butter. It's 3 sticks of butter, or 3/4 pounds, and you want to melt it slowly. Melt it on low heat and stir it occasionally. It's important for the butter not to get too warm before it's time to add the sugar. Alright, now that we have our butter completely melted over low heat, it's time to add 2 cups of sugar. And turn up the heat to medium-high. On my gas stove, I go to about a 4, and then stir. You pretty much stir constantly from this point on. You don't have to stir crazy fast or anything, but you want to try to keep it an even temperature. Okay, we've been cooking for about 5 minutes, and the sugar is thoroughly mixed in with the butter. Now it's time to add the almonds that we split. Just stir them in. And now we just keep stirring until it turns to a nice golden brown color. It is hard crack on a candy thermometer if you want to use a candy thermometer. I never really have done that, I just go by color. Part of the challenge is to keep the temperature even throughout the mixture, so I usually stir the center part for a little bit, and then I'll go around the edges and mix those in. Just to kind of keep the whole batch even temperature. Alright, we have reached a nice golden toffee color, and it is almost time to pour it into the pan. Yeah, I think that's looking good. Alright, here we go. Quickly get it out of the pan. What you leave in will probably burn. Alright, and then spread around. You want to get the toffee, Almond Roca here, about 1/4 of an inch. Okay, next you want to melt 2 cups of chocolate chips. I use semi-sweet in a double boiler. You could also use the microwave if you prefer. Okay, the chocolate is all melted, and it's time to spread it on top. So you take about half, because we cover both sides with chocolate, and I'll show you that later. recall what half is. All right, so now we take about a half cup of finely chopped walnuts, and that just gets sprinkled over the top. Like that, and once you get them all on, you can kind of a little bit, you know, press them down a little bit into the chocolate. They stay on better that way. Okay, once you get the finely chopped walnuts on top of the chocolate, you just pop it in the fridge for a little bit until it sets. Okay, we've taken it out of the fridge. The chocolate is pretty much set, and we're just going to flip it over. So covering it with another pan. And do the flip. And now you put the rest of the chocolate on. Alright. So it's actually good if the candy is still a little bit warm. So I think we left that in the fridge for about 15 minutes. But if your candy has been left in the fridge for longer or overnight and is cold, it still works. It's just a little harder to spread. Just get your chocolate nice and hot before you put it on. Okay, then sprinkle on the rest of the finely chopped walnuts. Okay, then put it back in the fridge to let it fully set. It'll take about an hour. Now that the chocolate has set, you just break it up into pieces, however big you want. Oh, it's not quite set, but you get the picture. Just break it up into chunks.